First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready up. Ready.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, fighting through. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now we see the first throw of the ball game, and he's got it complete. He's still on his feet. Darnell Mooney, touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bears go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that nearly troubled, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And some room to run now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Bears at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
Ready?
Well, this
Strike.
offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Out route to Hill, complete. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field.
Come on.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready?
After
Strike.
the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early. Ran through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Set. Cut.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Cut.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Bears! 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They run it again with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Chubb on the counter. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Logan Cook to punt. Here's Jones. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
On the ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On the set.
2nd and 10.
Hut.
They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Blue strike. Yellow. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Looking deep here for Mooney. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They've got his man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Whoa, what happened there? No good. Off the crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 8.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Chicago passing game on point. They've got another 1st.
I'm not
sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Black Ultra. Hut.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Chubb will get the call, running left.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught, to get it up past the 45. Second catch for... It'll wind up a first down.
First down.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going deep here for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Come on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Well, that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been a second, but instead it's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
On the double.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. That's complete to Mooney.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. The slot.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Looking to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A handoff to Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
3rd and 4.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Mixon, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw.
Trying to stretch the field with Schultz.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Force a cheap shot on third down. He couldn't hit it. Now they have to put this one away.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Jones on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Well, he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's a give to Mixon.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and short, the give to the tight end. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dallas Goedert, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this...
It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Runs over him. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Well, yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
16 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That one complete to Hill. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards on the ground.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Down. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Here we go.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Chicago, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the difficult season continues.
ball.